Mad Lucrative Podcast. I am the host, the one, the only, your neighborhood hope dealer, a.k.a. Mr. Mad Lucrative, a.k.a. Magneto 7 in the building is me. Listen, I told y'all I was going to start changing up some stuff. We about to hit 100 episodes, baby. So this is episode 99. Welcome. It feels good. It feels good. I'm going to shout out to everybody that was on TikTok. If you were here earlier, if you're here now, I'm going to still shout you out. What up, Lucky? Oh, I brought it back. What up, Lucky? Six, what up? What up? Yeah, what up? What up? Lucky shot them likes up like a mug. Lucky was like just pressing their finger on the like button. But anyway, welcome. John, what up? This for you. That's for you. But welcome. This is a new week. Yo, everybody that's been doing a whole lot of engagement on the posts that I've been posting on Instagram. Yo, I really appreciate y'all. Like, y'all understand my campaign. Like, y'all really do understand my campaign. I think what happens is when people like me post certain things on Instagram, and of course, okay, I'm gonna let y'all into my world before I unpack the weekend. So when I post stuff on Instagram, like most influencers probably do, they probably be like, look, I'm gonna post this, and once I post it, they gonna like this joint up. So then you go through all this trouble and you put the music, this song go with this. I'm talking about having a hard life. So I'm gonna pick Jay-Z's Hard Not Life, and then I'm gonna put that joint up underneath there. Then I'm gonna put the text on there, and then you post it, get 2 likes. All my influencers know that. I know y'all know the feeling. Or you take a whole week and you plot out the whole podcast, and you got these certain points you're gonna make within everything that you're talking about, and then you post that post and you like, oh, I know I'm about to tear the IG streets up. I'm gonna tear the TikTok streets up. 20 likes. So I'm glad I'm at the point of getting like thousands and thousands of likes and thousands of shares. Like, it's a good feeling. I ain't gonna lie, it's a good feeling. Oh, what up? Hold up, I gotta read your name. Dilly man, what it do? Frank, what up? All right. Anyway, so this weekend has been cool. I have really been following the journey of getting off this 9 to 5. Everybody that follows me on IG, y'all been seeing me post consistently. I've been going live every day, letting y'all know kind of where my mental is. I told y'all I was doing early retirement, right? Somewhat early retirement. I'm leaving a specific job, but actually, I left. This is my last day. So anyway, by the time y'all see this on Thursday, I would have been out of that job for 2 days. Tuesday. Look, I got to go back, and I'm going to get on that too. I am going to talk about that. Got to go back. Let's see. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days technically. Well, 2 days technically, because you don't count the day that you actually left the job. You count the day after the left of. Y'all get it. So anyway, I've been documenting the process and showing people, okay, this is what I did to prepare myself to be able to leave my job and pick up this thing. Right? For me, the thing is content. I know a lot of people say it's not stable, including me. I was a part of the lot of people that said it wasn't stable. But I think what happens is you get re-educated. Not like my LGBTQ plus friends. They try to educate me. They say, I'm going to educate you. I'm about to educate you. Not that kind of education. I'm saying, I'm with the smoke all night. But anyway, not that kind of education, but you just get educated on new options as it relates to different careers, right? So about 2 years ago, I started doing coaching calls, and I was originally doing them for free. I would coach people. They'll come to the studio. This is my studio. Ain't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Wait till y'all see. Denzel Finger. Wait till y'all see episode 100 and what the studio looked like for episode 100. This ain't the studio right here. Just let y'all know. This ain't the studio. This is just this studio A. I got studio A, B, C. I think that's it, right? Just A, B, C, right? That's all we got. But anyway, I'm changing some stuff up, and I started thinking, why don't I just start doing some free coaching calls but also do some other things in between, because that's what I naturally do. And now, 2 years in, I got some clientele that can support certain things that I want to do creatively. So I'm starting early. If you are an entrepreneur and you are wanting to pursue something dope and different, holla at me. I'm going to say that. I'm going to help you figure out how to scale it. I said it on last night's live. I don't know if y'all were on last night's live, but I said I want to help 1 million musicians or 1 million entrepreneurs or 1 million business owners make $1 million, right? And keep in mind, I did tell y'all that million ain't going to be worth nothing right now, because that million is more like a million in 2023 is more like, I'm going to say 200,000. $1 million is more like 200,000 right now. So again, if y'all want to come through, y'all need my help, holla at me. Everything is in the description. Oh yeah, make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you want to hit the Cash App, it's the Mad Lucrative Network on Cash App. Mad Lucrative Network. I'm in the building. But anyway, back to the weekend. So I saw a lot of people respond to a certain post that I made. I'm gonna start with that first. There was a certain post I made with a Caucasian woman. My white listeners, I don't know if y'all want me to say white or y'all want me to say Caucasian, but I'm gonna just say Caucasian right now. If y'all want to fix me, I'll fix it. I'm okay with being re-educated. But anyway, I made a post about this girl talking about 2 + 2 does not necessarily equal 4. Y'all tell me on TikTok, if 2 + 2 don't necessarily mean 4. And she was just like, well, I think it's racist that 2 + 2 equals 4. So therefore, it's from the people that created the system and the systematic system. I was like, yo, you're doing too much, son. You're doing way too much. But as I always do, I like to share my epiphanies with my followers on IG, on TikTok. So I posted a post of her saying 2 + 2 does not actually equal 4. And they tore her ass up. They said, get this bitch off the stage. Move her. She don't know that. Yo, they got on her tail. So I was just like, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks this way. Because I feel like right now, certain people have certain voices and they don't need to be heard. Certain voices don't need to be heard. It's like having a big choir, right? And you have a big choir, you're going to have some people that can sing over here. And some people over here might be able to sing a little bit better. But you're going to have the trash of the trash singers. You're going to put them way in the back so they ain't heard. I feel like the people that's saying 4 + 4 don't equal 5 need to be in the back. They need to be in the back, of the way back. Like, what do you mean? And I mean, if you think about it from my standpoint, right? I have a 5-year-old and I have a 7-year-old. Why in the hell would I teach my 5 and 7-year-old that 4 + 4 don't equal 5? No, see, I almost got you. Why would I tell them 2 + 2 equals 5? That makes no sense. That makes zero sense. So that was the first thing that happened this weekend. And I saw them tear that lady tail up, and I said, got him. Got him. So this is the second thing, and y'all know I'm not media man. I'm not media man at all. What up, Jamal? What it do? I'm not media man at all, but I did decide to start. I watched something. Yo, internet, y'all got me. I'm going to tell y'all this. Internet, y'all got me because I saw everybody posting about Kurt Franklin. I said, well, I ain't really got a lot of time to be watching the Kurt Franklin movie because they kept calling it a movie. It was more like a short. They were like, yo, you got to watch this Kurt Franklin joint. So then I got it in my DM. Yo, Nito, you got to watch this Kurt Franklin joint. So I was like, yo, I might watch it. I don't know. So then after about 15 different DMs of you got to watch this Kurt Franklin joint, I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to watch it. Because everybody knows that I'm pro-family, right? I'm pro-traditional relationships. I love for people to get together and create families, right? Now, I'm not saying that if you want to do it the new way, and however you get your family there. Well, I'm not a traditional family, but I feel like you're trying to be mean. You're pointing us out. You're getting rid of my group. Yo, I'm not saying that at all. So don't even try to get the victim. Don't be in the victim Olympics. Do not try to play me and say that you're in the victim Olympics. We're not doing that. I'm not doing that back and forth. I'm just saying I love pushing people together, right? If I see this beautiful chocolate woman, this beautiful bronze woman, and this beautiful bronze man, I'm gonna try to put them together. I'm saying, hey man, you need to holler at her. He's like, she a little vibe, dog. You need to. I'm one of them. Or I see this stunning looking Channing Tatum with this beautiful Angelina Jolie. I'm gonna say, look, man, hey, you need to go ahead and holler at that white chocolate right there. That white chocolate. I got friends everywhere, and they know I'm a goofball. So I like to push people together, especially if they're good people. I like good, wholesome relationships. So when they sent me this Kurt Franklin movie, I said, all right, I'm going to take some time and watch it, because I got to watch it with my third eye. What up, Scony, man? I got to watch it with my third eye. Pro-traditional family means I have a low reading. Yo, it's funny. I love that. But anyway, they sent me the Kurt Franklin movie, and I said I want to watch it with my family, with my wife, and see what he's talking about, Because I know Kurt always comes with the spice. And I can count on Kurt to come with the spice. We met his wife at it was a video premiere down here in Atlanta. I'm down here in Atlanta. And she came through floating. I said, is that Tammy? My wife said, yeah, she's beautiful. I said, yeah, she is beautiful. Beautiful woman. So I can get how Kurt and Tammy kind of keep their spice going. I love it. So I turned the TV on. I what did we eat? I think I ate some. Did I make some? I made all vegan stuff this weekend. It was straight vegan status, so I can't really remember. It kind of flies by. But anyway, we sit down with our plates, turn on the TV. I'm eating a little bit. Then Kurt comes on, and he's talking about seeing his dad for the first time. So I was like, wait, nope, not doing that. Because anytime I think of a man showing any kind of emotion towards their father, specifically, it just hits home. It hits home in a different way. Because, of course, I bet y'all can't guess. Could y'all guess I was a fatherless child too? How about that? Voila, I was born in the 80s. Crack epidemic. Everything with bad community, all of the stereotypes. I got that, So I was like, all right, cool. He met his dad, whatever. So he's on the phone. The movie starts. What up, Susan? The movie starts with Kurt on the phone, and he's talking to a therapist or the drug people, whoever does the DNA test. And he says, what's the results? So they say, well, it's a 99.99999%. Then it cut. Then it go to another. I was like, no, don't do it. But that's good media. For me, that is really good media. So it cuts back in, comes back into the movie. Kurt's talking. And the person that does the blood test says that it's a 99.999% chance that that's your daddy. Kurt goes off. He said, stop playing. What? He just said, what? Yo. I'm about to you hear that crack in that voice right there? You hear that crack? Yo, I was like, nah, don't do this to me right now, Kurt. I'm trying to eat my food. And Kurt like, what? And he going crying like that. I was like, yo, don't do that. I'm just looking down like, okay. Don't you do it. We watching this movie. So I look over at my wife, and she like this. I was like, oh hell, here it come. So we're watching the remainder of the movie, and Kurt meets his dad. First off, who else was thinking like I was thinking? when Kurt came up to meet his dad at his dad's house, I was just like, oh, Pops had a bag. I was like, Pop, yo, I'ma dish you. He said, yo, Kurt got a, I said, his dad got a bag. I was like, okay, cool. That's dope. That's dope. So I'm looking at it, and his dad starts to crying. He gives his dad the results. And I'm just like, yo, this is beautiful, right? But this is when it turns. It turns right here. And I'm not making this a go against black women, nothing. That's not the motive right here. This is not the motive. So I want to make sure I make myself clear when I say this. But I thought it was very... I thought it was very cold. I thought it was very cold that Kurt's mom chose to not acknowledge that that was his dad, for one, which it was 99.9999999% chance of it being his dad. It's his daddy. The mama denied it, for one. When Kurt pulled up to the aunt's house, she said, "Get your ass out the car." Kurt said, "Get your ass out the car." He said, "Yeah, get your ass out the car." So he said, "Did you sign the paperwork?" She said, "I ain't signing ish." So I'm just like, okay, so this been a dysfunctional family. It's been a dysfunctional situation. And I know, now keep in mind, I'm going to make sure I make my disclaimer. I'm not saying my family is dysfunctional like that. I'm just putting that out there because I know my mama might watch the pod. My cousins and all them might watch the podcast. I'm not saying that my family is dysfunctional like that. I'm saying it's common for a black family. And maybe some whites, y'all can chime in. I'm fine with y'all chiming in. Let me know if I'm wrong or right. But it's common for a lot of black families to be dysfunctional on that level. And I can only imagine that they probably reached out to Kurt for some bread occasionally. And he probably was like, all right, you know what? You are my blood. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you some bread. I am worth 20 million, 30 million. I got you. And he did it. And for me, I don't know how difficult it would be for him to pick back up and be affiliated with his family after all of that. And then the last part of the whole storyline is Kurt's mom kept saying, "Well, that's not your daddy. That's not your daddy. That you buried your daddy. That ain't your daddy." So I was just like, yo, are you that like disconnected to the whole moment? Like, so I did not make it no black woman, nothing. I ain't making no, hate, love, none of that. I'm just saying we got to watch where we are in our thoughts and our feelings towards our family. Because right now, it's a lot. It's a lot. I've had some personal moments with my immediate family and my distant family where I had to kind of disconnect for a little bit. And that's not to say that I hate anybody, but it's saying that I think when you get to a certain level, whether that's with media, whether that's with music, I've been in that space for the longest. Wherever that space is, a lot of the times you got to disconnect to get to the next level. And everybody that's in there right now, please be encouraged, because I know it's not easy. It's not easy. What up, Saint Nick? But that was my first piece of media that I watched this weekend. First piece of media. And I'm going to try to make this a short pod because I know it's late. So I'm going to try to make it short. But the second piece of media that I watched was the Tyler Perry interview on, what is it? Good luck, sweetie. Good wishes, sweetie. I'm gonna find the name of the podcast and post it on the bottom. So when you're watching it on YouTube, if you're on IG watching me right now, I'm gonna post it so y'all see what I'm talking about. But I know everybody saw the clip. What up, Janelle? Everybody saw the clip of Tyler Perry talking about, yeah, a lot of black women. And I love Tyler. So Tyler, don't try to come and squash me. Don't come for my studio on the east side. Don't come for me. I'm just telling you what I saw through observance, right? Through observance. But Tyler came out and he said, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of black women make the most money right now. So yeah, it's okay to date a man that makes less than you. And yeah, just love is love. It's something else he said. I'm not gonna call it BS because everybody's entitled to their own point of view, right? But I will say this. I'm putting my Republican hat on now. I'm putting my MAGA hat on right now. All right. I will say this. I notice the difference in the dynamics when the woman is the breadwinner. The dynamics is a little off when the woman's the breadwinner. I'm just saying. Even thinking about how I think he used Oprah and Stedman as an example. I got to choose my words wisely. I'm not going to just say anything on this podcast, just let y'all know. But when he used Oprah and Stedman as an example, saying how you can be with the man that makes less money and, love is love, and if he protects you and all of this stuff. I agree with that. I agree with it to a certain extent. I think there comes a point in time where if the man stays under too long, what happens is the circles that woman is allowed to be in, via network, via finances, via just sheer hustle, the spaces that she's allowed to be in is going to put her in the spaces with them dudes that got that bread. And more than likely, them dudes in that circle either make more than her, make exactly what she make, or somewhere in that space, right? How do you think she's gonna be when she goes back to the house and see this dude that makes $30,000 and she makes $200,000? She gonna disrespect the hell out of Buddy. She gonna be like, all right, look, you need to get your bum ass up, do something. Like you, I'm just saying. So, although I do agree, love is love. Relationships are more than money. I agree. But when it comes time for that I said I wasn't gonna cuss, and I'm almost there. I'm on episode 99. I'm almost there. I ain't cuss in a minute. But when it comes to her being with him, he got to get to it. I think there's a difference between somebody being in a victim Olympics and they're pacifying their partner, wherein it enables them to be, I don't want to say a nobody, but a nobody, right? I'll bring y'all into my world. For a long time, I think my wife told me that one time before, but she was saying, I don't want to always have to be Magneto's wife. As Magneto's wife, oh yeah, he a Grammy Award winning music producer. Yeah, he do this. He do this. Oh yeah, that's his wife. That's the type of energy she would get when we go out in the city and do some other things. If I sit on a panel, any of that kind of stuff. And I've learned to encourage her and push her to be a boss in her space. I've learned to just, this, as far as this boat ride goes, that's on you. I'm a support. And I'm, even with the LLCs, you just bought the LLCs. I'm going to make a t-shirt. I done said, I know y'all like it. But as far as the LLCs go, I was like, that's your business. Like, no, like when it comes to a corporate structure, you got to know what that feels like to own your own stuff. Even if you are a wife, even if you are a mother, whatever you are, you got to know what that feels like to own your own stuff and live in it, right? I feel like that's the true liberation of a woman. I feel like that's the true feminist. That's a good, healthy feminist movement, right? All this other stuff, well, I don't need no man. That man ain't nothing. That man ain't SST. Like, no, that's dumb to me. That's dumb to me because I'm a man. Like, why would I encourage that? Like, that's toxic. That's the real masculine toxic energy. How about that? When y'all women do that, that's the real masculine toxic energy. I'm going to stand on it. But anyway, I really appreciated all parts of that interview. I got one other point when it comes to that. I noticed Tyler, he unpacked the story where he was talking about him and his finances, and I think he said he made like 100,000 one year, and when IRS time came around, he couldn't pay the taxes, and then he did something else, and I think he made 500,000 or 700,000. Tax time came around, couldn't pay the taxes, and he couldn't pay the taxes because he felt guilty for not giving all of the rest of his money to either family, friends, or charity or whatever. And he was saying it's important to not do that too early. If you want to get into the space where you want to give back, and I hate give back because you ain't never take nothing. If you took something from the community, then yeah, you got to give it back. But if you never took nothing, what are you giving back? Ain't no giving back to the community. You're just giving out of the kindness of your heart, right? So when it comes to giving and being having the ability to give, I love what he talked about. He was like, yo, nah, you gotta get off of life support. When you own your own business in the beginning, you are on life support. You trying to make that joint work. And if you can't make it work, then you're gonna be looking a little skinny. But I really appreciated all of that interview. Again, shouts out to the lady that had him in her space. Like, he was dope. Let me go to TikTok. I'm going to go to IG. I got y'all in a minute. Ain't nobody say nothing, but I disconnected my Bluetooth when I made it. Yo. Welcome to the land. Okay. You know what? Just cause you posted this on my live, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and promote you on the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, I am promoting this artist right now. His name is J. Roll. The record name is The 80s. He says available on all platforms. So make sure y'all go listen to the record. If it's dope, send it to me. If it's trash, send it to me so I can talk about it on next week's podcast. I love y'all, man. Y'all so dope. All right. 1 second over there. All right, 1 second. Hold on. I'm going to be right back. All right, so we got that. And, okay. All right, so I got a whole lot of stuff that I wanted to make sure I covered before I, I gotta tell y'all, it's one more story before I go into the meat of the podcast. It's one more story before I go into the meat of the podcast. But so yeah, I had a situation happen to me this weekend too. I know we passed the weekend, but I gotta double back because I had this written down to talk to y'all specifically. So I'm not going to laugh as hard as I want to. I want to laugh so hard. But anyway, pull it together. So I was at Walmart on the east side. And I was on Walmart. Yo, ML, listen. I was on the east side of Atlanta. That's the same place with the East Side Boy, Lil Jon, anyway, a lot of people come from the east side of Atlanta. I was over there, and I said, I'm gonna go to this Walmart right quick. No big deal. Go ahead and hit this Walmart, and I'm gonna jump out, run in the store right quick, come back, goes back to the house, start cooking. Y'all know I love to cook, so if I make a lot of cooking references, y'all know how I get down. Y'all see my stories. So I get out my car, and my immediate thought was, man, I really do hope that a bum don't come up to me and ask for some money. Yo, as soon as I jumped out, it's like they got a bum detector. It's like a bum detector at Walmart on the east side. So I jumped out the car. I said, all right, I'm going to go ahead. I had that Kevin Hart bop. I said, all right, I'm going to go ahead and right quick. Go ahead and jump in the mug. I start going towards the store. One bum comes up with a car. Hey, you got $1? I say, I don't know, man. I might have $1 for you. I don't know. So then While that one bum is standing right here, another bum pulls up in the truck and says, "Hey man, you got $1?" And this is a black bum, it's a white bum. So one of them saying, the white bum says, "Hey man, you got $1? You got $1?" I said, "I don't know, man." I said, "Let me check my wallet. Let me check." He said, "Man, yeah, I appreciate that, man. I'm blind." And I said, "Hold on, you." I said, I'm not laughing at blind people. I'm laughing at this situation because when I finish, you're going to understand. So I said, "You blind?" He said, "Yeah, man, I can't see nothing." Keep in mind, what I say from the beginning, the black dude, the black bum is right here with a shopping cart. The white bum pulls up in the truck. The white bum says, "Man, yeah, man, I need a lot of help. I need some money, man. Yeah, I'm blind." So I said, "How are you blind?" He said, "Man, I just need some money." I said, "But you said you were blind and you're driving a truck. How is that possible?" He said, "Oh yeah." Then he pulls off. I said, yo, bums are the best. I can do a whole TV show with bums. I'm gonna do a TV show, East Side Bums. Like, yo, it was, I said, "You doing way too much, bro. You doing way too much." But anyway, all right, back to regular schedule programming. So I noticed a lot of, after my coaching call I did with, who did I do the coaching call with? On Instagram. Who was it? 2K Savage. I did a coaching call with 2K Savage on Instagram. Artist from Detroit, very dope. But I say, look, I want to help 10 businesses out. And if y'all see me make the post, please tag the business. Or if you are the person that has the business, please tag yourself. I want to go live with you and I want to talk business and I want to help you out as much as I can. So anyway, I did a live with 2K Savage. And I had an influx of people asking me questions about branding, right? And how to program a beat, how to write a book, how to start an LLC, I got a whole lot of how-to questions in my DMs, right? So I'm going to use this right now to address all of y'all, because if you don't watch the podcast, this is straight free game. It's been free game for the last 2 years. This is 2 years, free game. So the first question that I had was, how do I start an LLC? The LLC that you want to start depends on the state that you're in. When I started my first LLC, that was in North Carolina. When I was in North Carolina, I think it was like $150, right at $200 at the time. I don't know where it is now because I don't live in North Carolina. What you need to look for is your Secretary of State. And then when you go there, then you're going to look for Start LLC. You just bought your LLC. Start your LLC, Articles of Incorporation, something along that lines of wording. That's what you're looking for. When you go there, fill out the paperwork. They're going to ask you if you've already been in business. Most of the time you put yes, because if you've been collecting money somewhere, you want to, come on now. We want to start business on a legal note. So if you just started your business, you want to go ahead and get your LLC, you do that first, right? After you get your LLC, you want to go ahead over to the IRS. You go to the IRS, you go ahead and get an EIN or TIN number, your tax identification number. You want that because once you have your LLC and you got your tax identification number, you pick them joints up, put it in the bag, go over to the bank. You go to the bank and say, hey man, I want to start an account, man. I want to do this thing right, man. Look at him in the eye. I want to do this the right way, man. So show me how I knew to do this, man. So he going to go ahead and he going to sign you up. He going to say, all right, give me this, give me that, give me that, give me that. You get your business account started. Once you get your business account started, then you have you got a few options of things that you could do. You could try to start getting your business credit started. If you want to get your business credit started, start with a gas card. Easiest thing to start with first. What up, Abe? If you want, I'm going to say it again. If you want to make sure you start some business credit, start it with a gas card. The easiest thing to get, I think WEX, WEX is the first company that comes up. This is the one that comes to mind for me because that's what I got. But you start that gas card, get a little bit of gas. You already got to put gas in your car anyway. I'm going to say this. That is not free gas. Just let y'all know. This is going to be based on something called a net 30. A net 30 means as soon as you charge that joint, in 30 days, you need to be paying that joint off. As soon as they send the bill, just pay that joint off, right? All of these things are going to help you in the long run because what you want to start doing is start collecting assets in your business. So whenever something comes up legally or whatever it is, they'll go for your business before they hit you. Now, the option is to make sure you build your personal credit and build your business credit at the same time, just in case something bad happens with your business. Just in case you got to pull a Trump on them. Y'all know what that Trump is. That Trump, that file. You're going to go ahead and file that bankruptcy. Just in case you got to file bankruptcy to keep your stuff, you'll be protected, right? Another thing, and this is what you come to me for. You come to me for this. If you have a product that's pretty dope and you haven't figured out how to necessarily market it, how to put it on Instagram, how to put it on TikTok, LinkedIn, email marketing, click funnels, any of that stuff, come holler at me. I have a whole business dedicated to you. And guess what? I guarantee you right now, I'm probably like cheaper than a lot of the people that you might go price out. So just word to the wise, come holler at me. I want to help as much as possible. Another thing, and I like a lot of business owners to think about how many people you can actually service. If it's a service business, think of that. And then if it's a product-based business, think of this. How many people can you get in the first 30 days to say that your product is like official? That's what we want. Your first 30 days is what matters the most. Because what's going to happen is after you get your LLC, you got your business, you got your business account, you got some money flowing in. You want to make sure that you're building some type of reputation that your business is the ish. Because if that comes up, you win there like swimwear. You think about people like the McDonald brothers. And I don't want to go, I hate to go to Crockett because they be like, yo, he stole that joint from him. But this is what I'm going to tell you he did. If you correlate the two between Crockett and the McDonald's brothers, I think of them just like Puffy, like the music I played earlier, like Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and the artists. The artists were the artists. They know how to make the music. They know how to, how to get the vibe, all that stuff. But Puffy knew how to sell that motherfucker. He came in and said, hey, look, man, take that. Bad boy. Oh, there. Right there. Bad boy. Come out and play. Puffy came out and did that. Made it a hit. Right? Solidified his position as a brand. That's what we want for that first 30 days. And I think a lot of what happens with business owners, especially new people, my heart is for the new business owners. The ones like going towards that Fortune 500, I know I need to be servicing them. I know all of my business coaches that's in my space be like, yo, you shortchanging yourself. Why you wrestling with them? They just starting. I got a heart for y'all. I like how in the beginning, you're trying to figure out, okay, if I put this out there, oh, they ain't like that. I need to post something else. And you have the ability to hurry up and take that joint down and post something else and just watch it flourish. Like 2K Savage. I think 2K Savage told me when I first started working with him, which it ain't been but about a week or two right now, he's grown by 100 followers, right? Organically. Ain't paid for no marketing or nothing yet. The reason I like to help people go organic with their marketing is we get a true sense of what it is that people actually start to expect from you. Because I feel like when you start marketing a brand or you start marketing a product via paid ads, you're putting this stuff in front of a lot of people. You may not have vetted the product. You're still trying to figure out, okay, what is this supposed to land? Like, what type of person supposed to buy this product? Who can it benefit the most? Like, you can't answer those questions in the beginning, because if you paid for the marketing and people are like, oh, I just saw this ad, I just decided to go ahead and buy it. You see what I'm saying? So I like to get people to get real people say, hey, what you think about this product? If you get if he batting 70, I hate 70. 70 is low. But if you batting 70 out of 100, yo, you got a decent product. If you batting 70 out of 100, more than likely you probably got some small things you need to adjust. The package might be a little bit awkward. The time between them ordering the product at checkout and the time it hits their doorstep might be a little bit too late. Your customer service skills might be trash. It's a lot of variables that can make that a 70 out of 100. If you just step up this one thing, step up two things, step up three things, you get 100 for 100, yo. You start getting Chick-fil-A numbers. And that's what my aim is. Shameless plug. I love to make sure people come in and holler at me when they just starting. I help them climb up. Once they get up, they be like, yo, I don't know what I would have done. Most of the time when I help people like that, they go ahead and try to give me some equity. And I be like, nah, pay me my fee. Right there. Give me the commission. But yeah, I think that was it for that part. And then this is the other thing. This is another thing I want to make sure I touch bases on. So y'all just heard me talk about watching all of this content over the weekend, between the Tyler Perry interview and the Kurt Franklin movie and all these other things and all, whatever, right? I didn't tell y'all about how many hours I took planning for the pod, planning for the next shows that's coming up. Shouts out to the Yummy Language. If y'all ain't watched the Yummy Language just yet on YouTube, go watch the Yummy Language. That is my show as well. But I take a lot of time planning this stuff. And even leaving the job, I had a lot of congratulations. I'm going to let y'all know how I felt about this. So when I started doing the countdown from the days that I'm about to leave my job and, just making plans for what's next and all that stuff, I felt a little bit of anxiety. I ain't gonna lie. Because what happens to me, this is what happens for me. I'm used to now getting a paycheck every 2 weeks from over here. I do make beats. I do. Holla at me. But I'm used to getting a paycheck every 2 weeks from this job. And then when it comes to real estate, I'm used to going ahead and getting a few contracts over here. And then when it comes to coaching calls, I'm used to getting these coaching calls and then a little bit of podcast, AdSense money. I'm used to getting that on my on the podcast side. And then sell a few beats over here. Like, I'm used to getting a lot of different sources of income consistently. But that main 9 to 5 that I've been preaching to y'all about, I'm used to that joint since 2016. I'm used to that. I know, listen, that 9 to 5. So I had a little bit of anxiety, even though that's the only option I have right now. Think about that. If you are in a space and you know that you're slated to make, I'm gonna say $200,000 for the year. If you know you slated to make $200,000 for the year, but if you keep a 9 to 5, the chances of you getting that $200,000 is like real slim. But it's a chance that you don't get the $200,000. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of different moving parts in my head. And also being the sole breadwinner of the household, my wife asks for stuff. I got to pay for that. If my daughters and stuff get sick, got to pay for that. If they need new clothes, they need new shoes, we need more groceries, all this stuff, I got to pay for this stuff consistently. If I got employees working on the property, I got to pay for that. If my brand guy needs some more money to run an ad for the podcast or whatever, I got to pay for that. See what I'm saying? Like, all of this stuff I have to pay for. And I'm just used to leaning on that 9 to 5 right there because it's going to be there. I was like, I need it. But I don't know how many people are actually spiritual, especially y'all on Instagram. But I don't know how many of y'all are actually spiritual, but I will say every time I'm approaching a new season or a new level, it always gets hella uncomfortable. Like right before it's case in point. Case in point. And I think I may have talked about this a few pods ago, but I'll say it again. I remember when I was in the space of going back and forth to New York from North Carolina, back and forth. And I was producing with Havoc, and I was going to G Unit, and I was writing songs, and I was actually producing the music, like playing the keyboard and all that kind of stuff. Answer your inbox. I got you, bro. But I was used to going back and forth to New York, and at the time, I had to leave my 9 to 5 to go do that because I had to be accessible for EMI. And voila, guess what? While I got the same letter that Eminem was about to rap on the song right here, I was being foreclosed on for my first condo. Foreclosed on. Repo Man got both cars. Repo Man said, hey, let me get the key, bro. I said, no. He said, yeah, bro. You know you ain't made this payment. Get these keys. So keep in mind, I just lost my condo. And it was a Honda Accord. I love that joint. It was new though. It's like a new Honda Accord. Lost it. Baby grand piano. Lost it. And while losing all this stuff, I get the answer on this phone call. Yo, have it screaming, yo, Eminem is about to rap on the beat. I think we got an Eminem placement. I was just like, thank God. Like, it worked. So, although I lost all this stuff on this side, I gained the Eminem placement. The Eminem placement got me to the Grammys. The Grammys pushed me towards Atlanta. Atlanta pushed me towards all this other stuff, right? And then, after being in that space, I lost something else again. It's just like, yo. But I notice what happens is if I fight, and Tyler Perry said it, but I'll repeat it too. If I fight the inevitable, like if God, for me, God, some of y'all might say the universe, some of y'all might say Allah, whatever you want to say. But for me, I'm going to say if God was to push me in certain spaces, and I say, well, no, not just yet, God. I got to have this 9 to 5, and then somebody from LA says, yo, I want you to come do a podcast with us in LA, and I'm be like, but I gotta be at work on Monday. Can we do it this weekend? And they say, well, no, we actually shoot on Mondays. You see what I'm saying? It's a conflict. I can't be so gung ho on keeping this 9 to 5 that I'm fighting the new space that God has pushed me into. Right? What up, Ralph? So I want to tell y'all that, right? If you feel like you're being pushed, now I ain't saying this. I'm not saying be like me and quit your job. I set up a lot of different moving parts before I quit my job. So don't be like me. Just listen to what I'm saying. But if you feel like God is in the space, or the universe, or Allah is in the space for you and pushing you into acting, all right? I'm giving you the fun stuff. Acting, music, production. I already quit my job, bro. It's too late. But if God's pushing you into that, or I'll go with the smart stuff, to be a doctor, to be a nurse, to be a lawyer, whatever you feel like you're being pushed into, if you fight it, I guarantee you things are going to get harder for you. It's going to get harder for you because I feel like what happens is he pushes you into an uncomfortable zone, and you be like, do I really want to do that? And he be like, oh, you guessing? You guessing again? Give him another bill. And you be like, well, where this bill come from? So then you be like, you throw the bill. Do I really want to? Is God really saying that? Then he bust your tire. You be like, why my tire bust? You pay for the tire. Get it. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that's how God does things. Like he gives you certain things, or allows certain things to go bad to say, okay, if you still guessing, I'm gonna do this to wake you up. At least that's how it's happened for me. Allah is the best of planners. Okay, Leon. Okay, what up, Nikki? So I just want to encourage y'all, especially the few folk that's on TikTok. Thank y'all for being here. But all y'all on Instagram, yo, please make sure y'all just pay attention to what's going on. I knew at the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna tell y'all how crazy I am, right? This is how man brain thinks. This is how man brain thinks. So when the pandemic first started, I had just quit my job the first time. This is the second time. So I'm not telling y'all, yeah, I just did this and I'm bold and brave. Like, no, literally, I have no other options. I had to do this. So the first time I quit, I felt like God was telling me to do that. I quit, started doing business, started getting some contracts, started getting some properties over here. The money was starting to get consistent. It was getting consistent. And then the news said, hey, man, we got a whole pandemic. It's an epidemic, pandemic, deucemic coming in. So I said, yo, it's a pandemic. I got to make sure I go ahead. I got to protect. I got to conserve because business might have to shut down. I could have been no far from worse. No far from not knowing. Like, I just didn't know. So I said, all right, you know what? I told my wife, I said, I'm going to go back to work. She never agreed. I wish, women, why do y'all do this? If you know something about your man, y'all should just speak up. Like, now I know we are hard-headed. I do know we're hard-headed, so that's probably why y'all don't do it. But, so I said, you know what? I'm going to go back to work. I got to go back to work. How did you recover from the COVID-19 thing? I'm about to tell you. So I said, yo, I'm going to go back to work. I went back to work. Working for my county job, and business didn't slow down. The real estate business, it never slowed down during the pandemic. So now I'm stressed because I'm trying to manage business. I'm trying to make sure my subcontractors are on this property. Are y'all there by 9 o'clock? If you ain't there by 9 o'clock, send me pictures of the job site. Let me know who's there. And then while I'm doing this, I'm at the county. I'm checking the water meters and this, and this. And I'm just going. And I'm shooting a podcast at the same time. And I'm just getting 2 hours of sleep, burning myself out. And I said, you know what? God never told me to go back to work. He never said it. I went back out of fear. Took 2 years. Took 2 years in the same space and still fought. I fought the big G. Fought the big G for 2 years. And I will say things started getting worse and worse and worse. And it got to the point where I was just like, all right, I almost got to quit again. That's like... And God was like, yeah, duh. So, all right. So Leon said, how did you recover from the COVID-19 thing? So now, are you talking about business? Or are you talking about me personally? I hope your wife was a supporter. Yo, so my wife was a supporter through the whole situation, but I think me and my wife we've gone through some real. Keep in mind. Think about it like this. Me and my wife got married a year after I got my Grammy. So think about what that lifestyle is like, right? You go to the gym, you're going out to eat every weekend, you're doing this fly stuff. Or you know what? I'm gonna just go buy a Jeep this week. Or you know what? I'm gonna get rid of my Audi and just, I'm gonna go buy a Tahoe this week. That's how it was when we first got married. And then I lost stuff again. Do y'all see the trend? I get all this stuff and I'm like, yo, it's me. I'm the big boy. Boy, you see this? Look how I'm riding, boy. Look at me. Now, I never act like I had a big head, but it's an aura that comes along with just buying a lot of stuff. It's an aura that comes along with it. But my wife was there. Did she fight me at some point? Yes. Did she call me dumb as hell? Yes. Was she like, I'm about to leave? I'm done with this marriage. Yes. We both did that. But now we've been together since 2008. Me and my wife has been together since 2008. And what we've learned is, yo, people grow, dreams change, circumstances change. If you really love the person, you're going to really back them. Yeah, since '08, Leon. Me and her started dating the night that Obama got elected into office. I would say shout out to Obama, but no. No. Yo, he messed up, yo. He messed up a few things. But yeah, it's been a ride. We dated for 3 years. She went to Singapore. I was back and forth to New York, LA, Miami. Didn't cheat, I don't think. I didn't cheat. I'm a big kidder, yo. I like to joke. But we've weathered a lot of storms, and now we're both approaching this big age. She don't want to say how old she'll be, but I'll be 40 this year. And being with somebody at, I think I was 28, was I 27, 28 or 27 when I met her. One of them. I was in my 20s when I met my wife. Yo, we've grown into so many different spaces that we and for me, it's just like, yo, I still love this woman. I love the hell out of this woman. If anybody try to touch my wife, it's bang, bang. Yo, I got them things. Y'all know what things I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be demonetized. I'm just saying, if you want to come, I'm like my Republican friends. They shoot deer. I might not shoot deer, but I shoot something else. But anyway, but yeah, bro. So we've just learned how to just weather the storm, whether we eating lobster, shrimp, crab legs, or if we eating potatoes, beans, rice. We just like, yo, you figure it out. You maneuver through life together and you figure it out. You're in your 20s when you met your wife. Yeah. Yo, yo, I appreciate that, yo. I'll be 40 in November, and I'm gonna go crazy at 40. I've been working out. I've been going crazy. But my last point, we're 57 minutes in. I told you I was gonna be quick. My last point that I wanted to make. What up, Rod? My last point I wanted to make, especially to the people that asked me. I had a lot of questions asking, how do you stay on task as an entrepreneur? How do you stay on task? Yo, Nito, I see you got real estate going. You got your 9-to-5 going. You got the podcast going. You got the coaching. This is how I stay on task right here. You ready? Write it down. This is one thing. Man, it's 2 words. This is 2 words. How I stay on task is these 2 words. Write it down. Subscribe less. Ta-da! Yo, subscribe less. What I mean is this. So everybody knows that all of the millionaire people always preach. Yo, time management. Time is money. Time is money. Time ain't money. Time is greater than money. We keep hearing that over and over. This is the reason they say this. What up? If you spend all your time watching Netflix, watching Disney Plus, watching Peacock, watching all these streaming networks, when do you actually have time to promote yourself and learn your business, learn your craft? You spending all of your equity, which is time, on subscriptions. Not only are you spending your time on the subscriptions, you're spending your money on it. I think I went through, this is probably in June, when y'all saw me and my wife doing all that dope stuff, little vacation stuff. I was doing this. I was looking through my accounts. I was like, okay, how much are we spending on this? Oh, I didn't even know that's how much. How many of y'all like that? I didn't even know how much I was spending on Netflix. I'm spending almost worse than the cable. Like from back in the day where you had them $200 bills, them $200, $300 cable bills. I'm almost spending that much on subscriptions. Okay, let me back up. Start taking them joints off. All right, what the girls watch? Oh, the girls watch that. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do that one. We're going to do this one. And we're going to watch TV one time a week. We're going to designate one day per week to watch TV as a family. But throughout the week, My girls can't watch TV. They're in elementary school. You can't watch TV. That's learning time. They know if they like my youngest daughter, she is so spicy. But she'll be like, Daddy, here's the remote. But she'll be like, I want to turn the TV on, but I know we don't watch TV during the week. That's just the standard that we're setting for our family. And the reason we're doing that is we want them to focus throughout the week, for one. For two, we want them to get used to like connecting as a family. Like, no, tell me what's going on with you. Like, why you acting like that? Like, what's good? Daddy, you took the Jell-O, and I really wanted to get the Jell-O, and you took it. Okay, let's talk about it. I like to try to create some type of cohesiveness in the family. Bring the family together. I feel like all this technology stuff, it pulls us apart. It pulls us. And then what's going to also happen is when it's time for them, because fingers crossed, but hopefully they want to grow up and be entrepreneurs like mommy and daddy. And if they see mommy and daddy working on their business throughout the week, and this business paid for my C-Class Benz, or this business paid for my Tesla, or whatever it is, they going to get it built in their head. Okay, I need to build a business to pay for this stuff because I don't want to pay for it out of my pocket. I want my business to pay for it. And that's just, I want to challenge all of y'all. Just subscribe less. I promise you. If you subscribe to less things, you'll have more time and energy to focus on your business. And the funny thing is, now being a podcaster, I kind of got to watch certain things because I got to keep tabs on what's current, what's going on. I even schedule my watch time to the T. How many other podcasts do I watch? How many motivational videos do I watch? How much educational stuff am I going through? How many books am I reading per week? Like, I go through all of this stuff consistently. And if I see a drop in a certain area, whether that's with like if I notice, for one thing, and I know all my coach people can identify with this. If I notice that I'm giving different clients the same type of advice, I need to read more. And that's for any coach, especially the ones that y'all calling yourself coaches, but y'all not doing the work. Keep it 100. If you are a coach or you are in any type of space where you're advising somebody to do something and it's not legal, right? Because everybody knows when it comes to law, stuff like that, that's black and white for the most part. Unless it's music business, this is going to be black, gray, white, rainbow. But I had to. But yeah, if you are in the coaching space, make sure you read and educate yourself so you can give these people the best of you. Don't get them leftover joints that you had going on in the early 2000s. We got a whole new campaign when it comes to coaching calls now. Even when it comes to motivational speaking, it's a whole new platform. Like, we're not giving people old stuff no more. So I want to challenge all of y'all coaches, study more, do more, be more, figure out the different circles that you need to be in, like my lucrative community. All my mad lucrative people, like, yo, we do stuff. We do link ups. We do meetups in the city, all that stuff. Anyway, y'all get it. Let's see. Every minute spent to manage your time saves hours. See? You get it. Leon gets it. You get it. So, Iggy, what up, Iggy? So we're hour 4 in. Did I miss any of my products? Did we have any products for this show? Grooming. No, we I ain't promoting that. They ain't pay for nothing. But I got some products coming to y'all. Probably episode 100, 101. We trying to work out the numbers. But till next week, it's been real. Thank y'all. Appreciate the love. And I will see y'all. Peace.